Hey everyone, Val here, and it is time for my weekly weigh-in, and I'm going to read a chapter from my book like I always do. So as y'all know, I went on vacation, actually the week before this one, so I guess it was, I don't know, 2 weeks ago I guess now. I did well on vacation. So if you want to see what I did to try to maintain my weight on vacation, please check out my collab video that I did a couple of days ago. I think it was this past Tuesday. Go check it out. It's 5 tips for keeping your health and fitness and weight in check over the summer. So check that out. Everybody that did the collab is in the description box of the video, and they all have awesome tips on how to stay fit over the summer and not gain all the weight back that you've worked really hard to lose in the fall and over the winter. So check that out. I did pretty well on my vacation, so go watch it, and I'm going to give you an update on my weight as soon as I do my reading. So the reading is from the book Life is Long, and this is Karen Salmonson, and she has some great tips for living healthy with your mind and your body and the way you eat and everything else. So I'm on chapter 45, and it is called You Are Who You Eat With. You are who you eat with. Okay, so what does it say? There's a familiar expression, you are what you eat. I now created a variation which is equally true. You are who you eat with. Basically, healthy living is contagious. According to Deakin University researchers, women who spend time around healthy peers were more likely to eat well and exercise. The researchers believed there are a number of reasons why healthy habits rub off on others. The biggest reason, the desire to fit in with others, is even more inspiring for developing healthy habits than for desiring to fit into one's skinny jeans. So it's saying that just the desire to fit in. Now I will tell you, on vacation this year, we normally, bake the pies and make all kinds of desserts. This year we said we weren't going to do that. We did make cakes because there were 2 of my sisters retired, so we did have retirement parties for them, and we baked cakes. But as you may or may not know, if you watch my channel, I'm not a fan of cake. I'm not a big cake eater. I'll take a little piece, but it's not something I'm going to be snacking on all day. So the cakes didn't really affect me. But if they had made a pecan pie, coconut pie like they do every year that I go up there, I make coconut pie, I would have probably ate 2 slices a day, maybe. 1 for lunch, 1 for dinner, or maybe 1 for dinner and 1 for a later snack. It would have put the pounds on, and I'm so glad that we chose not to do that. Now, some of my family are healthy eaters and other ones not so much, or they try to be. Like me, I struggle with it. I do the best I can. So being around 2 of my sisters who are very healthy eaters, it helped the rest of us kind of to stay in check. And we can say, okay, let's just make a really light, healthy lunch. And even my mom, it was fine with her. She didn't care. She didn't mind the watermelon and the fresh vegetables and the fresh fruit. Now, my sister, one of my sisters said, this is the most vegetables I've eaten in a week. So she's not used to eating as many vegetables. She goes more towards the pastas and other things that aren't quite as healthy, but maybe cheaper at the grocery store, which I think is a struggle that a lot of people are having right now. Is the price of groceries is so outrageous that they have to pick the cheaper items that are not as healthy, which is a shame. My daughter is actually struggling with that right now. So for the people who can't afford to eat healthy, I really feel for them. because some of us have a choice and others really don't have a choice. So, as far as this goes, being around people who eat healthy, maybe you don't tend to eat as healthy, or you may snack, you're going to go with who you're around, and you're going to mirror what they're doing most of the time. Now, on our way back from New York, my sister and I, spent the night in a hotel. We wanted to have a really nice meal, so we asked the front desk attendant where a nice restaurant was, and he gave us an awesome tip. We went to a local place that served Italian food, and they had Italian seafood pasta with a pink sauce, and I have a video on that. I haven't edited and put it up yet, but I will, so you can see the food was amazing. Way too much. The servings were enough for probably 2 to 3 people, but the food was good. Now, when you're overserved food like that, you have a tendency to eat more because you don't want to waste food, especially if you're traveling. You don't take it with you. If you're visiting somebody and they serve you a large serving of food, you don't want to insult somebody by not eating it. So portion sizes are important too, and I really think this restaurant kind of overserved. It's hard for me to stop when I get a large serving. I was raised to eat everything on your plate, and so even with large servings, that was a condition in you to eat it all. So I'm trying to get past that and say, okay, I'm full, I need to stop. That is something I'm working with. But when you're with somebody, you have a nice meal, maybe they're a bigger eater than you, you're kind of following their lead. Not to say my sister was, she quit before I did, but my conditioning was eat everything on your plate. I couldn't do it, but it was very, very good food. And then the next day for lunch, we stopped at Arby's because I knew they had wraps. I thought wraps would be a good alternative to try to keep it on the healthier side. When we got there, they said Arby's no longer does wraps, which I didn't know, and I was very disappointed. They did have a lamb gyro. That's what I got with French fries. I had water in my car, so I didn't get a beverage. And then we stopped at Dairy Queen and we got a Blizzard, and we got like a medium size or whatever, the regular size. When I got home, after we drove home, we had a 5-hour drive or 6-hour drive, something like that. I checked the calories on it, and it was like 2,000 calories for everything that we ate just for lunch. It was my calories for the day. So I blew it, but I was so full that I didn't even want dinner that night because I couldn't eat anything else. It was just way too much food. I didn't realize the calories in just a small gyro sandwich. I didn't think it would be, I think it's 700 and some calories. Ridiculous. So I am going to learn to check the calorie counts before I eat. Steve and I wanted to go to Subway last night to pick up a wrap. I checked the calories before I even left the house to see if I wanted it or not. I fought all week to get the weight off that I put on just in those 2 days because I was doing so well at my sister's house that I blew it. I blew it on the ride home. So I struggled with that. So you kind of are who you eat with. So if that's the choices other people are making, we can kind of push those choices onto other people. Let's go get an ice cream. Dairy Queen's across the street. Let's go get an ice cream. Let's go do this. Oh yeah, it's going to be fun, But we need to be able to either not make those suggestions and think about it before we do it, or kind of say, no, I've had enough. So your assignment, according to the book, is to purposefully find yourself a gang of healthy buddies who can serve as accountability buddies. Set the intention to lovingly create positive peer pressure with each other to eat healthier and work out more often. The bonus, a report in the British Medical Journal suggests that people who exercise in a group burn an extra 500 calories a week compared to those who work out alone. For example, peer pressure in action. I can see where this is true. My sisters and I used to get on the portal together on Skype, and I have a treadmill. My sister has a loop in her house that she'll walk, and my other sister had a treadmill. And we used to work out together. Now, if one of us stopped, we'd say, okay, let's all stop. But if someone says, no, we haven't done our half an hour, we haven't done our 20 minutes, whatever it is that we're planning on doing for that day, then it pushes us to go farther. Whereas if you're doing it by yourself, you could say, I'm not really in the mood today. I'll walk, maybe around the block and I'm done. Instead of walking your mile or 2 miles or whatever it is you normally walk. So I can see how having healthy buddies and somebody who put a little peer pressure on you can actually do a lot of good for you. I like this chapter. Tell me what you all think. Is there things that you do with healthy buddies? I know being on YouTube and sharing ideas with each other, it helps a lot also. But what other hints do you have to stay healthy with buddies? All right, so how did it go? All right, I've already told you I blew it on the trip home. I weighed myself at my sister's house when I got there. I weighed myself every day so that if I saw the weight going up, I could adjust the way I was eating. We did eat pasta salad towards the beginning of the week. I don't eat pasta like that, so I saw the weight going up just a little bit, so I altered and stopped eating the pasta salad and stuck more to the vegetables and the fruits and healthier choices. And the weight, those couple of pounds that I gained at the beginning of the week, I took off, and I was just around the same weight when I left my sister's house to the day I weighed in when I got there. And because everybody's scale is different, and I wanted to get a true weight from her scale so that I could target where I wanted to be at the end of the week. And I wasn't looking to do a loss. I was looking to maintain, stay within a pound or two of a gain, because I know when you're on vacation there's a chance of a gain, but I go to the extreme and I can gain 10 pounds on a vacation very easily with just the desserts and stuff. So I maintained my weight at my sister's house. It was a trip home, the 2-day drive home, that I blew it on. So I fought all of this week to get the weight that I gained. I think it was like 4 or 5 pounds just on the trip home, which is ridiculous. And I know it's not true weight, but if you don't try to get it off, then it's easier to slip into keeping it going up, the weight going up. All right. So my last weigh-in, official weigh-in for you guys, was on June 9th before I left on vacation. I weighed in at 195 pounds. All right. Today, this morning when I weighed in at 194.4, which is a loss of 0.6 pounds. So I am so thrilled to have a loss this week after blowing it so bad on the trip home last weekend. I pulled it back together and I had a loss. So 0.6, I'm happy with it. I will take it. Loss for the year so far is 17 pounds. I am so happy with that. I got under 200, which was my goal to start. I'm working towards 190. I'm at 194.4. So I figure, give me another month, maybe I'll get there. But I'm not going to pressure myself. It's summer. I'm enjoying summer. I don't want to gain. I'm going to monitor it. And we'll see what we can do for next week. But yeah, I have a loss this week. I'm happy with that. So let me know how y'all have done. Put it in the comment section below how you've done. Check out the collab that was done on Tuesday. If you watch my video, you can get all the participating channels. It was started by Sandy over at Life with Sandy. And check out her channel and everybody else's that's in the collab. It'll be all on that Tuesday video if you go check that out. Great tips on being able to go to cookouts and everything else this summer and try to stay healthy doing it. So that's all I have for today. I want to thank you all for watching. Give the video a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed and you want to subscribe, hit the subscribe button below. I do my weekly weigh-ins every weekend, and either on Saturday or Sunday, depending on what my schedule for the weekend is. And follow me and see if I can get down. I'd love to get to 170. That's kind of my target weight. May take me the rest of the year, but I'm going to try my best. So stick with me and see if it happens. And if I'm gaining, give me a kick in the butt or something. All right, I'll catch y'all later. Bye now.